Let's look at today's market recap video. It is Monday, January 22nd, 2024. Let's take a look at IWM first because he's the boss. So IWM finished up the day up 2%. That is a huge percentage for the Russell. I guess I should make my face a little smaller. I just want to make it a little bigger to say hello to y'all. Okay, now I'm said hello. Now let's look at charts. So IWM was up 2%. The green line is the prior day high, Friday's high. Look at the distance that the bulls kept from the prior day high. That really shows you the strength of those bulls, that they did not allow the bears to re-enter Friday's space. Now, conversely, let's look at SPY. SPY, we barely touched it. We did not fill that gap, and bulls were defending it. How bears were trying, but bulls did not allow bears to re-enter Friday's range. QQQ, however, did re-enter Friday's range, but I will say the bulls played good defense. Overall, what happened today? Okay, so we were so strong Thursday and especially Friday that today they took a breather. I mean, they gapped up, they held it, they held the high of Friday. I mean, if we look at it on the hourly, we can really see what they did. Look at RSI, how we cooled it off. So this is what we call consolidating in time versus price. So as a bull, you want to see this. You want healthy consolidation sideways. You don't want them to just fall over. And it's cooling off RSI while moving sideways, while holding the prior day high. That's check, check, check. SPY, look at the hourly RSI. We were able to go sideways, hold Friday's high as support, and cool off RSI back under the 70. We were at 62 is where we closed. So kudos to the bulls. And let's just remember that ES and futures, we are not at the all-time high. NQ, we're not at the all-time high. The Russell, we're not at the all-time high. However, the Dow did get a new all-time high today. Go Bulls by $39. But you want a more impressive bull break than that, but we know that the Dow has been leading us. Look at this monthly squeeze. Look at this monthly squeeze on the NASDAQ, on ES. So these charts look very healthy. This is just healthy consolidation. Okay, now back up. What do we have going on tomorrow? We have Netflix earnings after hours. We have data Wednesday. We have GDP Thursday. We have PCE Friday, and we have Tesla earnings Wednesday after hours. We've got Visa. We got Intel. Lots of earnings this week. So plenty of ways to shake up the market. And most importantly, next week, as another reminder, I know you've heard me say this a couple market recap videos, but I think it's good to repeat so we don't forget. Next week, we have FOMC interest rate decision, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and Google earnings, the Super Bowl of earnings next week. So just remember that next week should and could be very volatile. Okay, so market gapped up and the consolidation was healthy. And IWM led the way, and big. So IWM is what I'll be looking at tomorrow. Did I type that on the QQQ chart, I believe? No, so I did at the end of the day for TCG members. But tomorrow, this is what I'm looking at. I'm just going to type this out for you. I'm going to be looking at SMH short, IWM growth, opportunities long. That is the theme of tomorrow. That's what I'll go into tomorrow thinking, okay, this is where things are looking extended in semis. We continue to gap up, gap up, gap up. And we sometimes see these volume climaxes on these gap ups for shorting. And then IWM growth long, they're taking their turn. So I'll be looking for back burners on those names. So that's my evening's mindset. It may change in the morning when I wake up. And when all the pieces of puzzle are thrown back on the floor and I have to put it together, we'll see what tomorrow looks like. And you can join the pregame show and I'll tell you what I'm thinking then. All right. So Bitcoin weakness all day. I've been asked multiple times today, is this a canary? It could be. It very well could be. Bitcoin led us on the way up over here. I should put you on a higher time frame. It was leading before the market was seeing this bullishness. Crypto was leading, and now it's leading us to the downside. Daily downtrend, we broke 40,000 today. We have the hourly EMAs overhead. And if you are a Bitcoin bear looking for positions, I would say look for reverse backburners, your first 15-minute overbought conditions for potential top fish setup. So Bitcoin is weak, so I'll be watching the crypto names for potential top fishes on those tomorrow. Dollar, we're holding this daily uptrend line. We still have a chance at this weekly inverse head and shoulders that we drew last week multiple times. With the weekly 50 MA overhead, we did get a 4-hour higher high. So I was quite impressed that the market was able to go sideways while the dollar was making hourly higher highs. But I do want to remind you that we could have a 2-week bear flag on the dollar. Let me get all this off the screen. You can see it here. A potential 2-week bear flag on Dixie and on the VIX. Potential 2-week bear flag. That would behoove the market bulls if the dollar were able to roll over and VIX. And a reminder, Bank of Japan has an interest rate decision tonight. That could impact gold, the dollar, Forex, and Asian stocks. So just remember that if you have any open positions. All right, gold. Gold, we were looking for a 4-hour lower high today. We got it. Daily 50 MA is still overhead. Gold has been weak with dollar bouncing. Oil, we had a 4-hour rising wedge last week, and this line is rejecting from that line last week. So we'll see. They did get a daily higher high, but then it was immediate rejection. When you have that look above and fell, you need to start looking the other direction. So we looked above, and then we had a pretty sharp drawback if you look at that. So we'll see if bulls can recover from this on oil. Apple held strong today. When I see this, I like to draw my air pockets, and I remind myself that's an air pocket where bulls did not let price even get close to Friday's high. That is a sign of strength. So Apple was strong today. AMD was super, super weak. We took some trades today with SMCI. So I'll try to show you on the 5-minute. So SMCI, it popped up, and as soon as we got these red candles, I was live streaming and I was taking my clues from SMCI. So SMCI was the strongest semis that we were looking at. I didn't want to short it, but I would take clues from it. And I did that Friday as well. And before we started, I said I wanted to take AMD short. And then all of a sudden I changed my mind and I went NVIDIA short, and it worked. We had a great trade on NVIDIA using SMCI for a clue. However, AMD short would have worked better. They had a downgrade. So they had a news catalyst. That's something I could have taken into consideration. MSOS had a great close. We were live streaming at 10 a.m. Nope, that was this morning. I pointed out at the live show that we double topped at 872 with that daily resistance from right here, Wednesday, January 17th, that 871, we double top with that level. We got a good trade off of that to the downside. Bulls double bottom with the low of day. Nice recovery, nice close. Now, bears are still looking for a daily lower high compared to 905 without news. With a news catalyst, a daily lower high may not be possible. We may get a higher high. NVIDIA continues to have gap ups. It had great performance today. It was green, but it's kind of hovered below that $600 most of the afternoon. Tesla is weak, continues to be weak. We lost Friday's low. We still held that 20569. We have earnings Wednesday after hours. Tesla's our go-to short until bulls prove otherwise. Daily's oversold, but I don't care. Bulls aren't proving anything, so they have to prove something in order for us to trade it. DWAC should provide some nice volatility in scalping tomorrow and save. I want y'all to look at the shares on DWAC that were trading. 29 million. That is high R vol. That's some good volatility. If you're a ninja and you like day trading, save, and DWAC should give you all you ever wanted. Snow, I went into the day and weekend saying that I like Snow a lot. We did break bull, but we double top with this 202.83. I'm keeping it on watch with this daily squeeze and its potential to be explosive. I'll continue to watch SMCI tomorrow for clues on other semis, but I'm still not going to short SMCI because it's the leader of the group and has been. Take Two has this daily squeeze that I like. it broke over resistance 165.54. Oh, we got it. I took my eye off this one. This morning it was kind of boring, and then it gave back some, and then nice recovery into the end of the day. I'm going to be watching Take Two again tomorrow. And Mara, with crypto weakness, Mara had a great bounce into the end of the day. Mara held up wonderfully considering that how weak Bitcoin was. So I will be watching Mara tomorrow for scalping opportunities as well. Let me look at my notes. Yep. Okay, I think I went through all my notes. And TCG members, I'll copy these notes and I'll put them in the room with the video. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow on the pregame show.